Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. And I just wanted to say that I really enjoy reading this. The crypto basic US Senator invites pro-XRP attorney to testify on first crypto policy for Maine state. This is truly astounding. Amazing things have been accomplished by John Deaton. At the close of 2022, an average member of the XRP community went through the extreme emotion of anger and wrote a writ of mandamus. In the end, it joined the SEC versus Ripple case on behalf of more than 76,000 XRP holders. I've seen attorney John Deaton on national television numerous times, and now a sitting United States Senator has invited him to testify on crypto topics. Simply put, I enjoy the story. So let me fill you in on the details, and also warn you that it appears that a few more cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States are having legal trouble. No, I'm not referring to Coinbase either. Most of you are probably already familiar with Coinbase. Sure, the SEC plans to file suit against Coinbase now. To an extent, sure. They received a Wells notice, but that was all it was. Absolutely not. The SEC threatened legal action in a letter to Wells. All that needs to happen is for the commissioners to vote in favor of it. They'll have to approve it. And with Gensler in charge, they know they can count on the votes. Absolutely. They won the popular vote. That's just protocol. A lawsuit has been filed against Coinbase, kid. Not only them, either. But before we go any further, let me make one thing crystal clear. I come from no financial or legal background. I'm not qualified to give you financial or legal counsel. And you should not make any financial decisions based on anything I write or say. Just a hobbyist here who occasionally posts videos to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. Okay then. According to attorney Deaton, the XRP community is the best choice to provide testimony in this first case. Before we get into it, there's something else I wanted to mention that I thought was pretty neat. The XRP community members on Twitter and other social media were directly responsible for this senator inviting attorney John Deaton. That's why I think it's so cool. What a time it is to be alive. A bill that would allow banks in Maine to accept cryptocurrency deposits has been introduced, and pro-XRP attorney John Deaton has been invited to testify in favor of the bill by Senator Eric Brakey. Senator Brakey announced today via Twitter that he would introduce Bill L.D. 990 to the Maine Department of Financial Services. Senator Brakey claims that the bill was inspired by similar legislation in Wyoming and was pushed forward by two digital trailblazers, Custodian Bank founder Caitlin Long and Wyoming State Director Tyler Lindholm. Moreover, Caitlin Long, that person, along with Custodian Bank, should be instantly recognizable at this point in time for a variety of reasons. A little nugget with a fro and a cucumber-loving son of a bitch named Sam Bankman was the subject of Caitlin Long's warning to the SEC. He's loved by that man. Cucumbers stuffed into his cheeks and around his gums. Region. She foretold the SEC of the child's behavior, and they took her seriously. And they did nothing to fix it. And of course, then everything starts to collapse. Cyber Raccoon. The full backstory on that is common knowledge, of course. And even more recently, with the failure of numerous banks. We've spent a lot of time discussing the fractional reserve banking system that is, well, commonplace in the modern world, including the United States, and crypto in general, as well as crypto communities. But without that system, you wouldn't have this course, because you wouldn't have this house of cards financial system in which people can't get their money out even if they want to if everyone else wants to get their money out. Then you say you're having a run-on sentence. In the event of a bank run, the entire financial system may collapse. When Caitlin Long, CEO of Custodian Bank, proposed opening a bank in which all deposits are fully insured, the Federal Reserve rejected the idea. Therefore, I have already expounded upon every relevant detail. However, that is the person being referred to here. In any case, peace goes on. Senator Brakey also mentioned that tomorrow, on Tuesday, at 10:15 a.m., the event would take place. Time, and everyone is welcome to join via Zoom. Senator Brakey has stated that this is the first time cryptocurrency has been the subject of a public hearing on major legislation. Here I'll just look up the official thread, and I won't even bother reading it all. This is only a small portion of what is available to you at this time. The following was penned by Senator Brakey. The bill's structure is based on a similar measure proposed in Wyoming by early internet advocates Tyler Lindholm and Caitlin Long. LD 990 would allow private main banks to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as deposits with no minimum balance required. That, folks, would be totally awesome. Though I'd love to see it implemented on a national scale, the last thing I want is for the federal government in the United States to legislate my personal beliefs. I think they should be decided on at the state level, but I'd be happy if this became a topic of discussion in every state and eventually a law in every one. I guess I just don't like it when the federal government imposes its will on me. Anything that wasn't something the founders intended and was written into the Constitution itself. My firm belief on this matter is that it should be left to the states if no special powers are provided. And so, in any case, this is a matter for the state. Good to know. Then, regardless, Senator Brakey says I still have a lot of work to do before I can invite all my Bitcoin and blockchain fans to testify before the committee and answer their questions. Is there anyone I should ask to address the committee? If so, reply to them while tagging them. And that led to this outcome. In passing, the senator paid attention to this response, but there were others from the XRP community. As an example, 10 Latency Manus Manifestation, an XRP community member, recently wrote to Senator Brakey, "Yes, please invite attorney John Deaton of Crypto Law, who is representing over 77,000 plus XRP holders in Maine and worldwide as amicus curiae in the SEC v. Ripple case. Investors in XRP would value your time in hearing our story. Thanks." Afterward, he added lawyer Jeremy Hogan as a tag. A response from the senator who accepted your recommendation follows. The senator then proceeded to write and tag John Deaton. Would you be available to provide testimony on the first cryptocurrency policy proposal in Maine on Tuesday morning? L.D. There are 990 digital asset depository institutions. It is currently 3:58 a.m. as I write this. Last night at 9:31 p.m. you sent that tweet. The time is now 9:31 p.m. Somebody tweeted that. Time now, 3:58 a.m. Time zone Central Standard. So that's the time zone I'm in. In both cases, the times are appropriate for me. Even though I'm sure that attorney John Deaton will read this, I have no idea what kind of response I can expect from him at this time. For the time being, this story comes to a close, but once I hear back from lawyer John Deaton, I'll be happy to give you an update. I'm sure he'd say the same thing to a senator. Again, it happened late last night, and he is on the East Coast, so he probably hasn't seen it yet. It is currently 9:31 p.m. According to his watch, it was only 10:31 p.m. Also, that tweet went out a little over 6 hours ago, so time flies. This is a developing story, so to speak. If he has the opportunity, though, that would be awesome. I bet. He seems to be very willing to try new things, so I have no doubt that he would be up for this. He's just got a lot of passion inside of him. He's got what it takes to get the job done. If he isn't already committed elsewhere, I wouldn't be surprised if he took the job. In that case, I'm curious to see what's discussed. Then, John Deaton, an attorney, added his 2 cents. Breaking, Crypto.com is under investigation by US and government agencies, according to a tweet by Wellchart on Twitter, which suggests that the exchange may soon shut down or relocate outside the US. Oh, man, it seems like things can only get worse from here. Yes, there's the problem with Coinbase, and the SEC is suing them, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. They should not have delisted XRP, as there is a 99.9,999,999% chance that they will be sued. But that's another tale. That makes me a little sour, but it's all right. However, lawyer John Deaton retweeted this and added, "If you believe Coinbase was the only exchange to receive a Wells notice, think again. I think you're wrong about that. That's the truth, damn it." There has been a deluge of negative reports recently about currency exchanges. In fact, you might be familiar with this already. This news item is a few days old at this point. I haven't had a chance to talk about this on my channel just yet, but I did on Twitter. About an hour after the story broke, I tweeted about it. And I didn't hear about it on social media or in encrypted publications. I learned via email that the US-based cryptocurrency exchange Bittrex is closing down at the hands of the oppressive federal government. So, I received an email. As a result, I now open every single email I receive, regardless of which company sent it. I never did that before, but given how things are right now with all the spam and use how so and whatnot, I see no other choice. But now I just open them all in case there's some terrible news I need to know about. In this particular instance, there was, indeed, terrible news. Bitcoin exchange is leaving. That's too bad. I've actually been making good use of them. I probably should have phrased that differently. It's been well over half a decade since I last used them. I did, however, sign up for their services and used them in late 2017 and early 2018. Not a single complaint. In truth, I felt extremely content. Their conversation was organized nicely. It's just that I haven't needed them since then. There are many markets to buy and sell cryptocurrencies on the market, but most people only use one or two of them regularly. Perhaps that's the only place to get your hands on that rare coin. However, I only mentioned them because I thought they were decent and because they were Ripple's on-demand liquidity partner. What with the SEC and everything and the shutdown of on-demand liquidity and all corridors touching the United States, I'm not sure what the current status of Bittrex's relationship is. However, that was something. Unfortunately, Bittrex will be leaving the American market. The front page of the Daily Hodl reads as follows. Bittrex Exchange for Cryptocurrencies. Due to regulatory and economic uncertainty, we are currently winding down our operations in the United States. As federal regulators crack down on the digital asset industry, Seattle-based cryptocurrency exchange Bittrex will soon stop accepting customers from the United States. Bittrex co-founder Richie Lai has announced that the company will be closing its doors in the United States due to the unfeasibility of continuing operations there in light of the current regulatory climate. The day is bittersweet, to quote. This month marks our 9th anniversary, and while I couldn't be happier about how far we've come, I also feel a great deal of sadness. Bittrex has started closing down its US operations, quote end. Lai stresses that the crypto exchange is struggling to compete due to the lack of a regulatory framework in the country. When the three of us founded Bittrex, it was all about the technology, he said. The entire crypto ecosystem has evolved considerably since 2009. An unlevel playing field is a direct result of quote-unquote unclear and enforced regulatory requirements that discourage innovation and growth. This is yet another sad ending. What happens with crypto? Remains to be seen. Bittrex is relocating its operations abroad. Things are winding down around here. The future of Coinbase is a complete mystery. Holy ST, what a ST show, dude. Those American people are awesome. What do you imply? Simply from a legal or administrative point of view. What a ridiculous farce. What a waste of a fantastic opportunity from the American economy's point of view. This administration has just completely wasted it. Neither was particularly successful to begin with, but this one is clearly faring much worse. A concerted, proactive assault on crypto is underway. Holy S*******, that's awful. If you had asked me 5 years ago, I definitely would not have guessed this. If you asked me that in 2017, my response would be either more or less clarity regarding regulations. A little over 5 years from now, in my estimation. Is there currently enough clarity in the regulations? More clarity is what I would have said. If I had speculated in that way, I would have been completely off the mark. Poor little B*****TCH. I am not a certified financial planner. Nothing I say or write should be used as a basis for making financial decisions. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.